G'day legends, it's Robbie and Luke from Axon Property Group. Hope you're having a fantastic day. There's a reason why, buddy. We got something in our hot little hand. There is literally something hot off the press. Guess what? The government's just announced some very, very long-awaited and amazing news as far as DHOAS goes. So just give me 30 seconds of your time. Luke and I are going to go through some things right now. So there's a $46.2 million investment, which is going to help the defence community, you, go ahead and buy your own home so much quicker. They understand that the pressures as far as cost of living goes, as far as the home ownership, that, you know, the great Australian dream's getting harder and harder. The Minister also acknowledges that they're struggling with the cost of housing and that obviously the defence community are not immune to that. This is why they've expanded DHOAS. Please listen to Luke right now. He's going to go through the tech data.
Thanks for summing that up for us, RT, and giving us a snapshot of where we currently stand in the market and what the government is doing. Now, I just want to take you through some of the changes. Bottom line up front, hold your horses. This is not everybody that's ever served in defence. You need to have served on or after the 1st of July 2008, meaning if you got in before then and got out before then, you're not accessible to this scheme, unfortunately. It is a step in the right direction, but it hasn't opened it up to everyone, unfortunately. But there are, you know, we are making good headway.
So Luke, a young soldier, sailor or airman, had to serve 4 years before they could get access to DHOAS. What's it now?
Mate, this is one of the good changes that is taking place. They've halved that minimum service requirement down from 4 years down to 2. So you now only have to have served a minimum of 2 years service to be able to access tier 1 of the DHOAS scheme. What
if I was just a reservist? What changes have come into effect there?
So again, they've halved that scheme as well. They halved the time period for that scheme as well. So down from 8 years, all the way down to 4 years service, effective service, to be able to access that tier 1.
So just bringing it forward, people are going to get access to this much sooner now.
Absolutely. To open up that scope of support that you know, service members and their families are able to get access to.
So good. You and I have coached a heap of clients even this year, like, I've only done 3 years, I've got to wait another year until I get my DHOAS certificate. But yeah, like, you're in the game straight away, ladies and gents. This is key information, mate. I'm loving this. Keep going, please.
It is so good. It's fantastic. One of the other big changes that's taken effect is when DHOAS was brought into effect way back in 2008, you had to have accessed your entitlement no longer than 2 years out after you left. So if you severed your service, you had only 2 years to be able to access that.
Like a ticking clock.
Like
bang,
a ticking
bang.
clock.
2 years, 2 years. Get it done. Feeling rush. I believe it went to 5.
It did. So they reviewed that and said, hey, we're missing the trick here. People have still served their nation and they deserve to be supported over a longer period of time. One of the great things that they've brought in with this new announcement is that time limit now ceases to exist.
Right.
So you don't have to have used your entitlement within that 5 year period.
So good.
It's fantastic.
Maybe I can still get access to it. Maybe.
Mate, what I want to do now just quickly is I want to go over and give an understanding of where we are, a snapshot right now of the subsidies that currently exist in play. There will be updates to these obviously as we move forward and with effect of the 1st of January next year.
Of course, if I can just caveat quickly, we looked at some numbers before. What we saw in like July this year, tier 1 was about $400 a month. Now tier 1's is $600 a month. As interest rates go up, the subsidy goes up. So this is a moving target, ladies and gents. We're now speaking to you basically on the first day of December 2022.
Tier 1 is a maximum loan of $402,000 a year. In your Skyrocket, you'll receive $445 a month, which equates to over $5,300 a year. Tier 2 is $603,000 maximum loan with a $667 a month subsidy, which equates to, of course, over $8,000 a year. And then Tier 3, which is that maximum threshold that we've reached, is a loan of $804,000, which is a $890 a month subsidy, which of course equates to over $10,700 a year back in your pocket.
Now, here's the thing, like 12 months ago when interest rates were super low, even if you were on tier 3, it was only like $5,000 a year. I'm like, you know what? The tail doesn't wag the dog. You're not going to go and buy your own home in a shit location. That's a technical term for it's not going down in value to access $5,000. Now you can access $10,000. I guess it's going to open up the thought patterns a little bit more and I guess expand some of the opportunities for why Axon exists to help the defence community secure your financial future using property. So this is an amazing initiative, mate. I'm really stoked about this.
One of the things I'm really excited about, and I just want to reiterate when you're talking about that, you know, having Axon and having your Axons operating right for you, is having that team behind you. You sitting there watching this right now, you can't possibly put in the hours per day that we have, you know, our teams living and breathing this to make sure that we're getting you the most contemporary information hot off the press for you to make your informed decisions.
Love it. Final piece from me. One of the key things about having the old DHOAS is that if you serve less than 20 years in your career, what'd you do? 18 and a half?
Yeah.
This would have applied to you. A bit over 20 for me. But if you don't do 20 years, you revert back to tier 1 straight away. What's not included in these papers is clarity on that. So just stay tuned. As soon as we know what's going on with sort of the further bits and pieces about what this new awesome government policy is, we'll let you know straight away. But the bottom line is, buddy, more people are going to be able to buy their own home sooner. He's got a fuck shoulder. That's why we did the low five, not the high five. See you guys soon.